But God has things called non-communicable attributes. That is, things in his nature that you and I do not share. Let me tell you one that's sitting underneath the surface of the text. One of them is the Lord Jesus, who was God in the flesh, shares the communicable attributes with his Father that you and I do not have, of omniscience. That is, Jesus, when he was alive, was all-knowing. Everything happening and everything is about to happen, he already knows. This is a function in the life of Christ that you and I do not share. So as he's walking across that courtyard towards Gethsemane, he already knows he's a few hours away from being betrayed. He already knows he's a few hours away from being abandoned. He already knows he's a few hours away from being beaten within an inch of his life. He already knows he's a few hours away from carrying a crossbeam to the top of a hill. He already knows he's hours away from being crucified and executed for you and me. He already knows that everybody in that room that night is going to abandon him. He already knows all of this is going to happen. And I marvel at the text because he spent 3 years with these men, eating with them, traveling with them, doing ministry with them, hanging out with them, teaching them, loving on them. He knew this day was coming, and yet you can't find anywhere in the record of the life of Jesus where he mistreated them knowing this day was coming. You can't find anywhere in the record of the life of Christ where he had any pretense in his life knowing this day was coming. I only mention this to you for just a moment, that we will learn to marvel over the love of God, who knows every time you're going to make a mistake. He knows every time you're gonna betray him. He knows every time you're gonna hurt him, offend him, walk away, and still he loves you unconditionally anyhow. The Lord knows your failures next year, next month, next day, and still he loves you anyhow. Never once did he treat them differently, knowing this day was coming. There is no pretense in his love, because the love of God is steadfast, has nothing to do with you and everything to do with his character and his nature. And us, we be like, oh, I want to know, I want to know, I want to know. No, you don't want to know everything, because if the Lord gave you the same attribute, if you had the same attribute of omniscience, that you know all things from the beginning, that level of knowledge will crush you. You would not be able to enjoy life. Oh, Philip, I don't understand. If you knew the person next to you that was going to betray you in 3 years, you wouldn't be able to enjoy them right now. If you knew 10 years from now your husband was going to walk out of you, you wouldn't be able to enjoy them right now. If you knew 20 years from now the person that you love most was going to abandon you, you would not be able to enjoy life right now. If you knew the person you call your best friend was going to betray you 12 months from now, you would not be able to enjoy them right now. If you knew everything that was going to happen to you before it happened, you would not be able to enjoy life.